Happy Sunday and welcome to Unsealed with Steve and Kate, part of the Racing Insiders podcast, which you can find on iTunes and all the podcast platforms. And yeah, I think that was my little intro there.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
So Steve, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Good. How was your week?
Like a normal week.
Yeah.
But like a little bit shorter because we took Monday off. So
yeah, and a half day on Friday.
So I have to say I am like legit burned out. So
yeah, I mean, that's something that's so. I think it's something that's probably going throughout the racing industry right now because it was such a struggle, obviously during the lockdowns and all that, and then you couple that with material shortages and increased demand. And it's just hard.
I mean, the demand's there. The supply is like struggling right now. So.
Well, and part of the reason the demand is there is because there's a short supply.
Correct.
It's the toilet paper concept.
Right. Exactly.
Really is what it is.
To a point, yes.
Part of it, yeah. I mean, not all of it, but yeah. I think Pippi. So we're on my back patio, and Pippi is now locked inside with the glass door that's open, like 2 inches, and he can't quite get through it.
If he really wants out, he'll get out.
Yeah, true. He's Pippi. If he wants it, he gets it. So yeah, he just certainly does. So we got a couple people joining us. We got Scott here, says hi from California. Love how Scott's always on our show.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I were talking about California because we're going to be out there in October.
Yeah, October.
Yeah, so that'll be
my birthday actually.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Next up, we have Gary's here. Gary and Susie are here saying hi.
Nice.
And Rick is here saying hi to Kate and Steve. So, and Brian is here with I don't know what that emoji is, like lifting weights, maybe. I'm not sure what that emoji
so
is.
I want to raise a toast.
Okay. I know he poured me a shot. This is dangerous. All right.
To my good friend, Buddy Smith.
Okay. Yes. Cheers to Buddy Smith.
Passed away Thursday. Awesome dude.
Do you want to tell any stories about
No,
it?
I don't.
Okay.
I'll cry.
I can see that. My goodness.
So, for Buddy.
Woo! Woo! Wow. So, what were we drinking? Normally don't know what we
You had
drinking.
whatever the hell you told me to pour you, and then I had Delorimiere Scotch. 12-year-old.
I was drinking Crown Royal Honey.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
But no, I mean, fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it unexpected? I don't know the whole story.
Yeah, it was. So we'll leave it at that.
Gotcha. And Rick says R.I.P. Buddy Smith. So definitely a drink to that. So we can all raise our glass.
100%.
And Steve Peeden is here from up north there. Yeah. Well, no, not from. We saw him in Tennessee.
He was like from Indiana.
Yeah.
So.
It's not really
He's like won some races here this year. He's like kind of working a little bit of ass. So.
That's great. I know it was fun hanging out with him at the Race Logic Chassis School.
God, we had a blast, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Was that much fun?
Yeah, we did. We did. Speaking of having a blast, another thing that was a blast back in 2020 was the Cars Racing Show.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to start putting in plugs for that. We're doing some of the organizing right now.
Well, you need to. Yeah.
Yeah. So
awesome.
January 7th and 8th in Hickory, North Carolina. So if you want to put that on your calendars, because that's going to be another good time. And what everybody really loved, the takeaway from that. I mean, at least the feedback that I heard, and maybe I don't know. I got plenty of trolls that say crappy shit.
I mean, we'll be at PRI. I mean, PRI.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, you can't replace it.
No.
But the one thing I can say about the Hickory Trade Show that I had a good time at is like it's more one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
So I have more time because mostly who came to Hickory was like real freaking race car drivers who want to like talk to whatever vendor was there.
Right.
Not, it's PRI. We're gonna go get drunk for a weekend or 3 days and go to the strip club every night.
Right.
It was legit like a good.
Because that's why I go to PRI.
Well, that's why I go to PRI. I mean, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I go there to get, drink with my buddies and go to the strip club every night. So
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think the biggest takeaway was we really tried to craft a show that would be the latest and greatest information, along with the ability to buy the parts and take them home from there.
Correct. Yeah.
Without
it was a buy show.
Yeah, you can buy stuff, but it's also not a swap meet. It's not a whatever people drag out of their garages. Right. It's
exactly.
It's not an auction. It's here are the products and you can buy it. So it's like a giant retail store with all the little shops. So
and it's a good time. Still, we still had a good time. I mean, I'm not saying it's like, oh, you can't go there and not, you can't go there and not have a good time. I'm just saying it was a great time. But as far as the show goes,
I'm sorry, there's a giant praying mantis on the curtains of my.
Oh, there is. Yeah.
Giant. He's like 6 inches long.
They probably grew up here because you had like a bunch of the little ones here.
Sorry to interrupt you. I don't know. Just like you don't see that many praying mantises, although they like to hang out on my back patio for whatever reason. No, we had a great time. So January 7th and 8th of 2022 in Hickory, North Carolina. So we're already talking to some of the manufacturers that were part of the show last year, and once. More information will come out, and that's carsracingshow.com.
That is a big ass fucking crate mouse.
It is. It is. I feel like we need to show it to people.
Well,
yeah. Yeah. I knew you could. And since Pippi's inside, he won't. And I know for anybody listening, it's not the same as seeing the video, but see if you can put him close to the camera there. Here, I'm gonna.
Well, where's the camera?
The camera's right there.
Fuck. All right.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Total badass.
Yeah, he's giant. He's giant. Yeah. he's gonna be like a special guest. Now he's like checking it right over.
Well, it's probably a female because she's got her head.
Right.
Just saying. Oh,
yeah. Just kind of hanging out.
Just gonna chill.
Yeah.
Come on.
They're amazing. I think praying mantises are just cool.
They're awesome.
Oh, now we do have a guest on here. Jason Orr says, wait a second. I've never drank and gone to a strip club at PRI.
No, he has not. I've never seen Jason Orr at a strip club or drinking at PRI.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't. I mean, legit. I mean, he's...
Well, I don't know. I actually haven't been to the strip club there. I've heard plenty of stories, and it's fine.
I've seen him drink a lot of milk.
Oh.
Just hanging out at night, shooting shit.
Wow. Milk and cookies?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Who, by the way, Jason Orr, if nobody knows who he is, he's got 955 Automotive, which is the only other dude in the entire world that I'm like 100%.
Yeah.
Me and him are on the same page.
You guys are buddies, engine builders. I mean, it's funny because a lot of times, technically you're competitors, and I'm just putting that in air quotes because, but you do the same thing, and
right.
And it doesn't mean that you have the same exact customers, or you're not trying to bury the other guy.
But we'd still be friends if we were like 2 miles away.
True.
He's one of those people. So.
You guys chat like not, I don't know about every day, but pretty darn close.
Kind of fucking close to daily.
Yeah. And
normally we like make fun of things.
Yeah. Oh, and Jason says, it's Indy. You have to drink milk.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh man, Darren's here. He says howdy from Alaska.
Too bad he adds Kahlua to it.
Yeah, well, there's that. Darren, he says met Kenny up here a couple weeks ago. So I don't know which Kenny, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know which Kenny, but we've got Alaska, we've got California. Of course, we're in North Carolina. We've got Pennsylvania. Man, we cover a lot of territory.
Yeah, we got like extreme Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
With Jason, with that Erie.
Oh yeah.
Lake.
Yeah, very true. Very true. So besides the whiskey that we were drinking, what are you drinking today, Steve?
Basic bitch.
Basic bitch ultra.
Yeah.
I'm drinking my chelada. I made up a pitcher beforehand with Bud Light.
I have been criticized by people who have called me saying, why you drink that cheap shit? Or that,
girly beer.
Girl beer. Well, I gotta watch my figure.
Yeah.
I mean, I got, there it is, that rolling on.
But you don't have, like, with basketball as accessory, you know.
No, I'm not pregnant.
Well, I'm just no, but like you can go full on beer belly with like the basketball accessory,
yeah.
you know.
Well, if I drank the beer I wanted to drink, I'd be full. I'd be like, you know, it'd be gross.
Okay. What would you rather be drinking? Like Stella?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oh, Kenny Wallace, I guess, was up in Alaska. You know, I've
Kenny
actually
goes everywhere.
Yeah, that
dude's hilarious.
He is funny. It's funny. You know, interestingly enough, I've actually taken a break from social media for like 2 months. And yeah, I mean, obviously we post for Crate Insider. I do my 2 shows a week. You know, we put out a lot of videos and content. We do. I mean, there's that. But me personally, I've just kind of taken a break. I mean, it used to be my go-to was open up my phone first thing in the morning, scroll through Facebook or watatever. And I've just kind of taken a break. And you're right. Pippi wants out, so he's going through the 3-inch opening.
I told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had his head through there.
He did. He's funny.
You can do it. Come on.
Oh, and Pam Silva is here. She says, "Good afternoon, guys. We've started posting your videos. I've got most of them digitized, and it's just a process. It's just a process. Yeah, please do. Please do. Hopefully he doesn't kill the praying mantis. We're going to have like Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I wore the outfit for Animal Kingdom today.
Yeah, you're like...
You walk in the door and you're like, why are you dressed like Crocodile Dundee?
That's what I said, yeah.
Oh, man. It was funny. It was funny. Yeah, praying mantis is just kind of hanging out over here.
Yeah, it's like cool shit.
Yeah. Just too bad I don't have a second camera out here. I'd be pointing it at the praying mantis. Praying mantis to entertain us all. Yeah, she is cool. She is cool.
But you had like a bunch of little ones.
I did. Yeah.
Like there has to be millions of praying mantis around here because you have little ones that are like that big.
Like little 1 inch long.
Inch,
yeah.
Inch.
Yeah, and some of them were brown and some of them were green and yeah. But you know what I haven't had a problem with this year? Ants. Or because I think praying mantises, I don't know, what do they eat?
Everything.
Yeah. So I don't have any other.
That's why they only live 6 months.
Okay.
Is because otherwise they would like destroy every insect there is.
True. Yeah. I mean, on my back patio, I have like flying things, you know, of course, like which we turn on the lights at night. We have flying things, but I don't really have crawling things because I think the praying mantises will probably eat them up. Eat them up. So, okay. All right. So we got some. Oh, you guys ask your questions for sure. Drop in questions.
What was the whole fucking thing we were talking about yesterday?
Are trolls on YouTube?
There's like more assholes on YouTube, like talking about goddamn fucking Avgas. Holy shit,
man! People have like a personal connection with Avgas.
They do. I don't
know what the deal is there.
So hilarious.
It's hilarious. I'm gonna try to read some comments here. I didn't bring it up as like a second screen or anything, so bear with me a moment here, and I will find them because basically, Steve, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot.
Well, I know that.
Yeah. Let's see. You are so from Alan Kenny on Avgas. You are so uninformed. Drink more beer. You don't know what you are talking about.
Well, yeah. Obviously. I mean, that was a given. I just,
Yeah. Yeah. You guys' logic makes no sense. Airplanes are under the highest load when taking off at sea level.
Jesus Christ.
BTU ain't the issue. NOx is. E85 has 22% less BTU, so you inject 22% more fuel, simply put. Yet E85 lets you run higher boost.
It's actually 33%, dude. Sorry.
But it's not really here to,
Yeah. But it is. It's literally 33%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about methanol.
Gosh.
2.2 times the volume of liquid.
Yeah.
I bet he didn't know that since he was like 10% lower on E85. But anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have a lot of experts who like to comment on YouTube, and now we get a lot of great comments too, you know, and thanks for something that is really helpful and all of that, and really appreciate. You know, honestly, I just appreciate. You know, here's the funny thing. The people who are trolls and like to make comments are making sure that because they commented and watched the video, that YouTube
more people
will then
see the
show
video.
it to more people. It's really funny. All right, we got to have a serious question here from Lucky Dog Racing asking you, Steve, what's the average turnaround time on a 604 refresh?
For us right now, probably about, honestly, I mean, it's like probably 4 weeks. Yeah. I mean, we were 10 to we were 10 to 12 weeks behind, but I mean, GM has not been able to produce new stuff at a decent volume, so we're getting caught up on all our rebuilds.
Great. All right, from Mike Howell, he says, hey, Steve, is CHP Plus that much better than regular CHP? That's a really good question. You know, that's where marketing comes in, and to call something like, ooh, this is CHP Plus, that must mean it must be better, you know, new and improved. But I know I'm going to let you run with it from here.
Yeah, no. So CHP Plus is basically CHP with M5 methanol in it, which is why it's not legal in most places. Back in the day, when there was no fuel rule per se, quote unquote,
other than no methanol.
Or
well, no, you're talking. I'm sorry.
You couldn't have straight methanol.
Right.
But yeah, we were like cheating up fuel and taking CHP and putting M5 in it, which is essentially what CHP Plus is. What I'll tell you is, I mean, if you race anywhere in the Southeast, it's essentially illegal, just due to the methanol content. But I wouldn't do it just because that whole combination, it tears up everything in the damn fuel system. I mean, your maintenance goes out of sight. Is it better? Yes.
Well, does it create more horsepower?
Is it better by enough to justify you ruining everything in your race car? No.
Because you really have to have it dialed in perfect.
Oh, no, it's...
I mean, you've got to be on a dyno to dial it in with all of your jetting and everything.
And you're changing everything in the carburetor every week. And your damn, like, the entire fuel system gets eroded. I mean, it's unbelievable how the chemical reaction goes with that shit. Does it make power? Yeah, but I wouldn't do it.
It also detonates engines, which is one of the reasons why it
doesn't do that. But
if you don't have it dialed in, right?
If you don't know what you're doing, yeah, correct.
Well, it's not even that you don't know what you're doing. If you don't have the tools available and you're just like, yeah, you know, it sounds right. You know, I'm just going to adjust my own jets and stuff. If you're not on a dyno to really find out.
Well, I mean, honestly, me and my brother are the ones that came up with that shit back in the day. And then one of our good customers who's like tied in with VP pretty good, he like gave him the combination. Just saying. I mean, people can dispute that all day long, but that's actually how it happened.
All right, here's a good question. Sean says, we have a 602B mod that has started to backfire at the end of the straightaways as soon as the driver sets the car. Any idea what is causing this?
Usually, like when you're off the gas like that, it's going to be an air leak of some sort. So you've got like a header that's going to have you might have a pinhole in it, you might have a crack in a tube or something like that, but that's normally what it is. So it's unburned fuel as it exits the exhaust, it's hitting fresh air.
Right.
So it goes bang, pow.
And now what do you find is the best way to find a pinhole leak on a set of headers?
There's not.
Okay.
Honestly. I mean, there's not. So, deal with it.
Okay. I don't know. Good follow-up there. All right, Joe asks, would you lock the advance in the distributor on a 602?
1,000%. There's... any kind of mechanical advance does not belong in a race car. Period.
And tell us a little bit about why that is.
Well, I mean, number one is like, especially in like an HEI kind of scenario, I mean, where's that thing stop? It never stops in the same place twice. As far as like the mechanical advance. And especially doesn't once it starts rusting inside there. So we lock everything out from word go.
Well, and of course, I'm not trying to just sell people things. Well, I mean, I don't know. That's the whole purpose of CrateInsider is to sell people things. But
seller.
Yeah, but I do. But I do have for the 602s, the HEIs, I do have a lockout kit on CrateInsider. So,
but no, 100% locked out all the time.
Yeah. Wow, that was really serious. I think we should do something fun.
What?
We've got our pod decks. We are not sponsored by pod decks, but I bought like 4 of them. So I don't know. I think we should do our pod decks questions of the week here.
I still got my damn cream mayonnaise over here.
She likes you.
Yeah. She's like,
She really likes you.
come on, you're all right. There she is.
There she is. Miss America, Miss Mantis. Her little head looks like a little heart. It's kind of cute. She totally looks like a leaf. Yeah. You're going to put the Mantis on the microphone?
Yep.
That'll be fine.
No, she doesn't want to go. Come on.
She just loves you. She wants to hang out with you. Okay, maybe she can pick out 3 cards.
I got to pick 3?
Yeah. I don't know, 2, 3, whatever you want to pick.
All right, 3.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to pick.
What is this?
This one is
What
the heck? Yeah, so we don't actually know. We haven't even spent any time reading all these cards. Now she's all one.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go first? I'll go first.
You go first.
Okay. Oh no, I've already seen this question before.
All right, we got to pick another one then.
I will. What is the weirdest thing you've seen in someone else's home?
God, I wouldn't. A stripper pole?
Oh, you have seen that in somebody's home?
Yeah. Yeah, a stripper pole. That's what I'm going with.
Okay. And I don't have one. I think it'd be a cool exercise to learn. I'm just stating that it's not me.
It's not that it's weird. It's just like, obscure.
Surprise. It's a surprise to you. Okay.
Right, my turn?
Yep.
If humans came with a warning label, what would yours say?
Nice, generous, but can be savage at times. Handle with care.
I was thinking warning, don't pitch this or
don't piss this bitch off.
Don't piss this bitch off.
I'm a really, really nice person. I really am. I mean, in day to day, until I'm
you just don't want to
not.
get on the wrong side.
Yeah. Then it's brutal. Then I. Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah. All right. Next up is which body part do you wish you could detach and why? Should we just laugh through that one?
We can laugh through that one because
okay.
there's the why would be so I could do more of them. But would that be politically incorrect? No, it is.
I don't know.
I mean, it's got to be there's PC culture, so I wouldn't want to be a fucking Harvey Weinstein or anything.
Oh my God, no kidding.
All right. Can you do any tricks with your tongue?
Yes, I can do the classic cherry stem thing.
Can you?
Yes, I can.
How big is the cherry stem going to be?
I mean, just normal cherry stem. It doesn't need to be extremely long. Just normal cherry stem. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever accidentally texted the wrong person? And how did it turn out?
Yes, I have, and not so good.
Yeah, I agree. I've been there too. Ooh, yeah. That was a little whoops.
All right, last question.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite coffee mug? If so, what's on it? Or what makes it your favorite?
I do have a favorite coffee mug. And it's interesting.
It's the lamest question of all these.
I know, but see, the whole idea is you can tell a story, right?
Right.
So I have a giant, one of those giant mugs, and it came from Chicago. It was the first time I was there. I was there for a conference, and it's a skyline of Chicago.
You didn't get shot, which is impressive.
Interestingly enough, I did not get shot. But I mean, I when I went to Chicago, of course, this was 15, 20 years ago. I really enjoyed it. And
back when
so
only 100 people got shot every weekend.
Probably, but also when it's almost like there's the quadrant where they used to protect that shopping that mile, the Miracle Mile or whatever. Yeah. So I would stay right downtown. I'd be at the convention center there, and they used to protect that. You could walk around. Yeah, the praying mantis is now on my water bottle. Yeah. All right, so we're back to our folks here. So Gary says, Steve, have you ever experimented with the Autolite Racing X plugs?
I mean, are you? I'm not familiar with it. I'll be honest. Are you talking about like the ones that like have no electrode?
That's a good question.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
X plugs.
yeah, no. I mean,
Autolite.
I honestly don't know. I mean, the cutback electrode stuff we've messed with a lot. As far as like one of the best plugs I ever ran, which they'd last like a race, and you had to replace them with like the ones with no electrode. So I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to, but yes, I have. They make freaking badass power for like one race.
Okay.
But you got to change them out like all the time. I mean, in what we're doing.
Right. All right. Jeremy says, have you dyno tested the filter style air filter tops? You used to run those.
Oh, you're talking like the K&N stuff, like which is on top,
where it's just like
a filter on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did years ago, and that actually produced really good power for dynoing. But what we found on the racetrack, because I ran this shit personally on the racetrack, was because you're blowing air over the top of that air cleaner and it's like pulling a vacuum, it would fuck everything up on the racetrack.
Really?
Power wise on the dyno, fucking great. Yeah, it was awesome. But like on the racetrack, no, we didn't. We found horrible. I mean, not good on the racetrack.
Wow. I mean, you ran those for, I remember really seeing.
Well, we didn't run them for a long time, but I mean, we ran them long enough to figure out that, hey,
yeah,
dyno, yeah, oh, that's freaking awesome. Let's go try to. I mean, that's also why dynos don't always equate to what happens on the racetrack.
So you have to put them in conjunction with one another.
You have to use both of them together. I mean, a dyno's a tool,
right?
So a dyno is like like a gun or like a whatever. I mean, it's just a tool. It's a tool to figure out what you got, you know?
I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to have like the dyno off, where you have the champion of dynos, where you race on the dyno.
Yeah, no, none of us race on the fucking dyno. So
I was kind of making a joke.
Yeah,
there. Oh, James says, where can you purchase the pod decks of cards? Yeah, it's actually poddex.com. I'm not even an affiliate, but poddex.com. And I kind of discovered them, and I don't know, they're just kind of fun. I think it'd be a fun party game too.
I think it'd be a fun party game because then you can like pass them out, like change the colors up. Or I mean, that was like the green deck was the.
Yep, and then red deck is Would You Rather.
Which we'll do that one next.
And the black is the interview deck, and then there's a white deck that's called an episode deck, and so that give you idea.
We don't bring that out. But.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could probably look at it and see what that's kind of about. We don't know. And Gary, back to Gary's question about the Autolite AR or the Autolite X plugs. He says yes, that they AR 3933.
Oh yeah, no, we ran those for years. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, I recognize the part number. Yeah, it's a badass plug, but you're changing it up. You're like changing it every fucking race.
Good to know. Good to know.
Especially if you're on something like E85.
Oh.
Which is what we were back in the day when we were like playing with that plug.
Gotcha. See, Roy says, I am ready to come to North Carolina. This fire stuff is getting crazy in Oregon.
Dude, get your fucking ass out here.
Come this way. Yeah, let me know in advance, and I can block off the Airbnb apartment and have a place for you to stay, and be good.
There's no Antifa here either, coincidentally.
Isn't that interesting that there
isn't?
Really
interesting.
It is. It is. It is. Yeah, we don't really have. You know what? I really love living in a small town.
Of course, there's no Antifa in rural Oregon either.
No.
You know why?
Because they wouldn't make it.
No, they wouldn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah. I don't know. There's not as much. You know why there's not? Because there's probably not as much stuff to burn down.
There's a lot of shit to burn down in Oregon, just saying. But
no, I know, but there's. If you want to create drama, well, because nobody cares about rural America.
No,
literally. No. Do you realize? I just saw a clip today.
Well, did you see the whole? Hate to interrupt you.
No, it's probably we might even be talking about the same thing.
But like the whole thing about where part of Oregon wants to secede and go to Idaho.
Wow.
Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 counties in Oregon that want to secede from Oregon and go to Idaho.
I can see that. So, having lived in Boise for several years, that right there on that Oregon Idaho border there, that the people in Eastern Oregon are going to be a lot more like the Idaho counterparts.
Yeah.
Same way, like when you get into way northern Idaho, you've got Coeur d'Alene on the east side, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and it's right next to Spokane, Washington.
Oh, yeah.
So I can see where Spokane would be a lot more like Coeur d'Alene than it would be like Seattle. Yeah. I mean, we were talking about Oregon, but still, anything along that coastal barrier is going to be a lot different. Oh, so that's interesting. Now, did you see the thing where Kamala was asked about voter ID? And I know it's hard to keep up with Kamala, but what her concern is that those of us in rural communities, like if we wanted to send in our ballots and we had to photocopy our ID, that you know what, we don't have like the Kinkos around here. Now,
seriously?
For real.
This is real.
This is real. So rural America, okay, and I'm just gonna say I've got 2 printers upstairs and one of them is a copier. So and I've had printers, 5-in-1 printers.
So these dumb fucks are gonna like send people around to knock door to door to see if you got the coronavirus vaccine. But they can't knock door to door to be like, hey, do you got to photocopy your ID so you can like vote?
I feel like we should have like the Biden copier, the Biden printer. I mean, if you can have an Obama phone, can't you have a Biden printer?
I would fucking hope so. God damn. Idiots.
Well, I mean, I think it's just
nothing amazes me anymore.
No, but I think it just shows that those of us in flyover country, so to speak, that how completely misunderstood we are.
Like flyover country.
We're not.
We're like in banking country.
Yeah, we are.
Good God. I mean, look at Charlotte,
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Ooh, and Guy, we'll get to your question as soon as Steve comes back. Will you fill up my drink?
You got it pre-made in there?
I do. I've got pre-made chelada.
Where's that? In
the refrigerator. I wish I could show you guys because the praying mantis is now on the tripod right underneath the camera. I'm gonna have to just snap a picture here, and this is just a trip. I don't know. I find praying mantises absolutely fascinating. Oh, and now the praying mantis is just straight up on the camera, so that's a trip here. There we go. Yeah, I might have to go portrait on this and. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Just kind of cool that the praying mantis, I'm going to show this at the camera here. So there's the praying mantis on the camera. Yeah, that's pretty wild. You never know when you have a special guest. In fact, I'm looking forward to having more special guests on the show. We're talking to some folks about being special guests on our show. I had to take a picture of the praying mantis, Steve, because it's on the camera right now, like literally on the camera. Oh, I took a cool picture.
Here you go.
Yeah, thank you. Ooh, I got ice cubes this time too. Yeah, check out my picture.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, so back to questions here. Oh, and Roy does say that he's in rural Oregon.
Yeah.
And he says one fire close to us is at 180,000 acres.
Holy fuck.
Wow. I have not been as connected to most of the news. I hadn't seen that. That's terrible.
But, I mean, that's all that liberal shit. I mean, that shit was going on back when I lived out there 25 years ago. It was like, oh, yeah, you can't backburn because, it might, I don't know, kill some fucking snail or some shit.
You know what's interesting, though? What's interesting is, having lived in Idaho, it's interesting when you go from from Idaho to Washington. And you can actually know exactly, without even seeing a sign, where the line is. Because on the Idaho side, there's trees.
Right.
And on the Washington side, those hillsides are clear cut.
Until you get to the coast, yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm saying this is going to be Eastern Washington. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, and he says, Roy says, yes, Steve, Greater Idaho.
Exactly. Yeah.
That'd be great.
That'd be fucking awesome, actually.
I think it would be. I think it would be a win. I think it would be
100% win.
Yeah.
Especially for the people in Idaho who are misrepresented in Oregon, were misrepresented by Portland.
Yeah, but
Portland rules everything in Idaho. I mean, in
Oregon.
Fuck.
Well,
and it's ridiculous.
I can't say much. I mean, it's Boise, and then it's the rest of Idaho.
Right.
So everything in Boise is
But there's
Boise.
like an ass ton of Californians like moving to freaking Boise.
Yeah.
So that shit's gonna flip at some point.
Yeah.
Because these assholes don't fucking move out of their state and like go, oh, the reason I moved out was because taxes were too high and the politics sucked. They moved to another state and they go, oh, I'm going to ruin this state because I'm going to vote the same way I did.
When I say, oh my God, they don't have a third bathroom here. What the hell? Yeah. Okay, so back to.
By the way, there's two genders. Just saying.
There's two sexes. I don't care what you want to call yourself, but whatever. Well, so okay. On to a new question here, Steve, and this is a good one.
Yep.
Guy asks, "Hey, Steve, is there any performance advantage using brisk spark plugs?"
No. Anything in the right heat range, I don't care what brand of plug it is going to run just fine. I tested the brisk plugs. What was that, like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, send me the heat range or whatever. That is like what we're running on our Autolites or NGKs. They send me them. There's like zero difference. We're like, oh, well, those are bad results. We have to
No, they didn't send them to you. I bought them.
Well, no, but yeah, that was.
Yeah.
So the brisk thing is like the latest, greatest deal. The E3s were like a big deal at one point. No, there's no magic to it. There's not probably 1 horsepower between any spark plug that actually fires.
Mm-hmm.
So no, and is in the right heat range.
Right.
So no, there's no magic to it. I've seen claims. I've seen claims of spark plugs and spark plug wires and everything else like 20 horsepower. Bullshit. I will show you all day long. There's not 20 horsepower in a fucking spark plug or spark plug wire.
Yeah.
Unless you're just way off on heat range or something like that. Even then, there's not 20 horsepower.
Yeah, and that's just a matter of like how much time do we have, and we could debunk a lot of the theories and stuff. But I mean, how much time? I have lots of other things to do. You've got engines put together, so that's why we haven't made videos.
I will show you on a 604 with avgas versus like real gas. There's like 20 horsepower.
Will you?
But hey.
I know haters.
I'm a fucking dumbass. So.
You're an idiot. You should just, drink another beer, dumbass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay. For anybody who missed it, the avgas guys out there in the world who get really sensitive about downing the avgas.
It's very comical.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right, here's another one. Jeremy says, any new guide coming up for crates for 2021, or has anything really changed from your past recommendations? Prepping a car for next year.
As of right now, no.
Last ones we have are 2019. You can take a look at
those.
those.
No, I mean, I've got my 2021 that I give to guys who buy my engine. So.
Yeah, and I just haven't shot a video.
No, there's not. Nothing major. I mean, we've seen a lot of benefits in different ignition systems and stuff like that. And what I mean by a lot is not like you're going to win or lose a race by it. I'm just saying if you're wanting the best of the best of the best of the best, then yeah, we've seen benefits on certain things, but it's nothing that's going to win or lose your race. So me and my brother were actually talking the other day, and it was like, man, I think we're about peaked out on this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how much more we can get.
Or where we can find it.
And then, of course, that conversation sparks ideas. So we have some ideas, but until
you build it, try it, test it, race it.
It's nothing that's going to be in the next year. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Although I should probably just put out a new video or at least something. Yeah. Oh, and Kale says, look, it's Crocodile Dunkate. Yes.
Exactly.
Because you said I looked like Crocodile Dundee.
With the rattlesnake freaking thing there.
Look, I'm wearing jewelry. I've girlified it up here. I don't usually wear jewelry, so.
What's that? What's that fucking song? God, what was that movie?
I don't know. I'm trying to read your mind right now.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not working. It was like Bon Jovi. Want to date her alive.
Oh,
She's got the hat.
Richie Sambora.
Exactly. She's got the hat.
I'm all about my hats. I love my hats. You know, I had hats before the pandemic. And then when I couldn't get my hair done during the pandemic, I really started wearing hats and bought more. And yeah, I like my hats.
Yep.
In fact, I'm going to be building like hat racks.
So Kate wanted to date her alive.
Yeah.
With her.
Oh my God.
Profile photo.
I used to sing that in karaoke.
Right.
Yeah. All right. James says, at the end of a race season and running ethanol, should the fuel system be cleaned or flushed?
Completely cleaned and flushed.
Is that Yellow Jacket back?
Yellow Jacket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna like freak the fuck out here. Where's our goddamn? Oh.
Our Yellow
Jacket
killer. He's not a bitch. He's a boy. So
no, it's a female.
Oh
she's
no!
got her head.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to Pippi.
No,
You're talking
no.
to the praying mantis.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so
No.
Tell me about how you clean and flush your fuel system.
I mean, if it's gonna sit for months, number one, I mean, me personally, I'm gonna replace the entire, like all the lines in the fuel system. I've run ethanol all year. I'm just gonna do that automatically. Probably if you run foam, I would replace that. If you don't, it's not a big worry, but I would definitely drain the entire system and flush it out with either pump gas or some kind of cheap ass race gas. If it's going to sit for longer than, a couple weeks. So.
Yeah. Is there anything such a thing as cheap gas anymore?
No, Joe Biden, there's not.
Hey, shut your whore mouth, because you saved 16 cents on 4th of July.
Oh, I totally did too. We did cook fucking hot dogs on 4th of July.
We did.
I saved 16 fucking cents.
Hey, take the wins when you can take them.
Okay, there's that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We're not very nice here sometimes. Do we care? I don't know.
Give two fucks,
Would you rather? Would you rather? Should we?
Right,
Would you
wanna
rather?
do that?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. This is gonna be the would you rather.
So I'm
of
gonna
the
pick
pod
3
decks.
for you.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. Okay, we're going foreign languages. So, 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
There we go. Well, I felt like I sounded super smart there.
So I'm gonna go first this time.
Sure.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. We're a onesie 24/7 for a year, or a horse head costume for a month straight.
Okay, I'm going with the horse head costume. In fact, if you've missed any of the older videos, I actually had a horse head as one of my masks.
I would go with the onesie. Because, that would be... you go to Walmart in your onesie.
Okay, so
you can't go there in your horse head costume.
I would.
I can fly on a plane in my onesie.
I'm just thinking about, so having worn one-piece bathing suits, it's a full strip down to go to the restroom.
Well,
and I don't want to do that every day, all the time.
The convenience of the onesie is awesome because you can sleep in it. You can go out in public in it.
Well, that's like my yoga pants. If we wear yoga pants for a year, all right, Steve. Would you rather pull a tooth with a pair of pliers or brand yourself with a cattle prod? I've
pulled a tooth with a pair of pliers.
So you're gonna go with that?
Legit. Yeah. I have.
Yeah.
I'm not even fucking joking. So yeah, that.
Okay. Cool.
Because I'm not into burn paint.
Branded. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. All right. Would you rather put ketchup or ranch dressing on everything you eat?
I live in the South. Got to go with the ranch. Seriously. Ranch is served in the bucket
this
here.
This is random. Would you rather have sweet tea or Coca-Cola for the rest of your life?
Oh my God.
Because that's like the two.
Yeah, I'm probably Coca-Cola.
There's like way less sugar.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be Sophie's choice for you right now, Steve. It says, would you rather never celebrate your birthday again or never drink alcohol again?
Holy fuck.
I know.
They go hand in hand. Because I do the 12 days of Steve.
Yeah.
I mean, for anybody that doesn't know this, I mean, like, you know,
for your birthday, we call it the 12 days of Steve.
I do the 12 days of Steve. I start, you know.
Like the weekend before and the weekend after.
Right.
And yeah.
Fuck. Probably the birthday.
Yeah.
Because I can still celebrate everybody else's and like drink beer.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got for me?
Last one. Or is this the last one?
Yep.
All right. Would you rather get your hand stuck in a meat grinder or a blender?
Oh my God. Neither. This is number 2.
You have to choose one.
Oh my God. This is number 2 on my biggest fears list.
I'm going blind.
Number 1 is going blind. Number 2 is losing the use of my hands. Oh my God. I mean, honestly, it just gives me the creeps from losing my hand anyway.
It's fucking gross. It's actually a really bad question.
It's a terrible question. I think a blender would be over sooner, so I think I'd go blender. Meat grinder? I mean, then you got to sit there and wait for it. Oh, that's terrible.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Would you rather appear as a guest on your favorite TV show or have lifetime backstage passes for any concert you attend?
Lifetime backstage passes.
Yeah.
1,000 fucking %.
That wasn't easy. If you had to go with the blender or meat grinder question, what would you go with? How would you like to have your hand chopped up?
Probably the blender.
Same reason?
It's like fast.
Yeah. It wouldn't be as torturous.
No.
I mean, it'd be torturous, but...
Yeah.
Wow. That's scary. Scary, scary stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in, and we will answer them. Even if they're questions like this.
Or not. Because I don't know fucking everything, believe it or not.
You don't?
No, God, no.
That was not what was on your profile.
It's like one of the cool things about life is like every day you learn something new. So.
I like learning new things. Yeah. Yeah. Have you learned anything new yet lately?
In a comedic sense or in like a life sense?
Oh, just anything.
Yeah, there's been a few things.
What'd you learn?
Over here.
Oh, okay.
Jason Orr knows what they are.
Oh.
Just say.
Wow. Huh. Okay. I've been learning how to use my Cricut machine so I can die cut vinyl. It's fun.
There's that.
Yeah. Yeah. I like to. Okay. I have to describe the praying mantis again because now the praying mantis is on top of the entire camera situation and being like a majestic as hell. So I'm going to take another picture of the praying mantis because this is just
she's a fucking badass.
She's a total badass.
You post it in the comments.
I will. Well, I will. Let's see if I can zoom in some more here. There she is. Okay. I don't even have to post it in the comments. I'm just going to show it to the group here. It's just crazy to have the praying mantis on top of the camera there. I guess you can kind of see the. But then there's the green and stuff.
I'd post that.
I will.
It's like a good picture.
I will actually post something on social media. So yeah. Oh, okay. Roy says she's the director of the podcast today. Yep, she needs a name. So yeah. Other than just like badass praying mantis. All right. Ooh, Doug says lose both your hands in a blender or get back with your ex.
Which one?
Yeah.
I mean, there's kind of a fucking gauntlet.
Yeah.
The most recent, I'd go with the most recent.
Oh, okay.
The 20-something down the line, I'd go with like blender.
Okay.
Meaning second ex-wife, but
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell, I'd take the blender before your second ex-wife, but
Right.
whatever. Robert says, have you seen any chassis dyno with the Burt Gen 2 single stick transmission compared to the old style Burts?
Yes.
And how much horsepower gains?
No, I legit did that. I mean, back in the day when I was racing a lot, so I had like the first gen Burt and the second gen Burt, and we didn't see a power difference. So there was no power difference per se. So, I'm just going to throw a number out there. It's wrong, but I'm going to say 400 horsepower with the rear tires. So we saw that with both transmissions. But what we did see with the second gen was like a 1% acceleration difference on the chassis dyno.
Okay.
So at 1%, that second gen Burt accelerates 1% better than the first.
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
And there's quite a few things we've seen with that too. I mean, if we're rating, acceleration, like, the 8-inch ring gear versus a 10-inch ring gear is like a big difference, and the 411 versus the 486 is a big difference, stuff like that. So.
Mm-hmm.
We've tested all that. I mean, as close as back to back as you can get within reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think it's interesting the different opinions are on transmissions as well. Because like going to the Race Logic chassis school, how you have a preference, and then
Correct.
Dave Hammond has a preference, and and some of
I mean, take it for what it's worth. I mean, we all have differences of opinion. I mean, I'm basing mine off of what I've actually tested.
Right.
And maybe they are too, but maybe our test results are a little bit different. It's like anything. I mean, do you take the shot? Don't you take the shot? That kind of thing.
Well, and what are your what kind of tracks are you running on?
Right.
Because where are
you racing? I mean, I've said this time and time again. I mean, we're sitting here wearing the Profab shirt today. Do you need a Profab header if you're running Sanoa? Probably fucking not. Do you need a Profab header if you're running Gaffney? Absolutely.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So there's different variables.
Now, have you got any questions this week, like on the phone, that you'd like to share?
No. Everything this week, well, I mean, we took Monday off, actually. But, like, everything this last week was pretty generic. I mean, why is my engine running hot, or why is this or that, or, so, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing unique, I would say.
Okay. Well, cool. Were we here to wrap early today?
What time is it?
Only like 6:20.
Well, like your kids, like working down the road here at the place we go to when we wrap up every Sunday.
So that'll be fun. So if anybody's local and wants to meet us.
Are we going to do this?
Oh, we could. Yeah, we got another one here.
Another deck of cards.
Another deck. This is the interview deck. Like I said, we're not even affiliates for Pod Decks. It's just something fun we thought we'd add to the show.
All right. So I got to pick 3 for you.
Yep. Ooh, going Spanish now.
Dos, tres.
Okay. Gotcha. Am I going first or are you going first?
You go first.
Okay. Oh. Okay, if you were to die and come back as a person or a thing, what do you think it would be?
A praying mantis. You know why?
Because they're badasses.
Because they're fucking badasses. And they'll live for 6 months. So, I mean, they're fucking amazing. All right, my turn?
Yep.
What's the worst job you ever had? That's actually a really damn good question for you.
I have to say it was when I worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken at 16 years old. I really didn't.
What made it so bad?
I just didn't like it. I don't know. I had lots of
Was it the chicken?
It was either that or the bakery. I don't know. I just remember with that one, that was one that I didn't want to, I didn't know how to quit back then. So I just did like a no call, no show. And I don't know. Maybe the bakery was worse.
So KFC.
Yeah.
Or the bakery.
But I mean, I'll still eat at KFC. There was nothing wrong with the food. I just didn't like it. Yeah. I didn't like the hours, and I was working weekends and wanted to hang out with my friends. And management wasn't that good. And but the bakery, I think I didn't like that one because I would go there at like 5 o'clock in the morning and do like the morning crowd. And then I'd come home and I'd change out of my clothes that I wore at the bakery, and I'd take a shower and go to school. And I'd come home, and you would think that like bakery would smell good. Yeah, greasy donuts. Like after 8 hours of those clothes sitting in your room. Ugh. I worked in lots of restaurants. I don't know. I think that would probably be the worst.
All right.
Definitely don't want to have a bakery.
So the donut shop.
Yeah, the bakery. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. How about you? You had to have a bad job out there.
Honestly, I've never worked a bad job.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, just saying.
All right.
I grew up in the family business. I mean, when we moved here and like we sold our business out in California, I worked for friends and doing carpentry, doing whatever. And to me, there was nothing I ever had that was a bad job.
Yeah. All right. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Go fast, turn left.
Okay.
By Charlie Stahl.
Oh, I'm gonna have to make that my sign because I'm always looking for something for my sign for Top 5 Tuesday. I'm gonna have to do that. Go fast, turn left.
So you would have met Dana Stahl at the last PRI.
Okay.
You won't remember him. I know you won't because it's been fucking 2 years. But at any rate, like you'd have met him there. That was his dad, Charlie.
Oh, okay.
And so he literally told me the best piece of advice I'll ever give you is go fast, turn left. I'm like, huh. That is the best piece of advice I've ever got in my life. So,
yep. I'm gonna have to use that.
I will never forget that.
That's great. All right, what do you got for me?
All right, your turn. If you had someone following you around all the time, what would you have them do?
I would have them shoot videos and edit them and put them on YouTube.
So like evil assistant Tori?
Yeah, I have a personal assistant. So yeah, that is well, yeah, the list can get really long on what I'd have people do if they were following me around. But if I really could have somebody follow me around and shoot video, that'd be great.
Right.
Not like look at me putting my makeup on. I mean, nothing stupid, but
yeah.
But actually doing photographs and things, and I could be on social media and do all of the things. Yeah.
So evil assistant Tori, you would have her do that.
If she, because evil assistant Tori is amazing.
God, you called her evil assistant Tori. That's fucking awesome. I actually pulled it out of you.
But I also called her amazing. So yeah. All right. Who is your favorite hero of fiction? Hero of fiction.
Damn. Hero of fiction.
So it's super funny because I'm straight up like a superhero person. I love superheroes, and he makes fun of me for loving all the superheroes.
So who's my favorite hero of fiction?
Hero of fiction. But... Well, I mean, I call it whatever hero you want.
I'm gonna say Captain America.
Oh, I like that.
And not the woke Captain America, like the cool one.
Oh, there's not a woke Captain America.
Oh, there is now.
Oh.
Trust me.
Oh, the new one. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There's that.
The straight up like Steve, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
America. Okay.
All right. If there was a sandwich named after you, what would it be? Or what would be on it? Sorry.
Oh, so my favorite is turkey, bacon, avocado.
So the Kate sandwich, what would be on the Kate sandwich?
Turkey, bacon, avocado.
That's called something else. So what else would it be?
It's not called anything. It's not called anything. It's not like it's a Reuben where it's like corned beef and sauerkraut. I mean, it's not called anything. So the Kate is the turkey, bacon, and avocado.
That's fucking boring.
It's not boring. Or will you make a guacamole if you want to make it?
Kind of boring.
You make a guac, but turkey and bacon. Interestingly enough, I generally don't eat more than one animal at one time, unless it's bacon, because bacon goes with everything.
You did yesterday.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You ate beef and pork.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I only ate the beef.
Okay.
You guys ate the kielbasa.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I like to only eat one animal at a time, normally.
Where's the fucking...
What are you looking for? The praying mantis?
Yeah.
It's behind it's on the camera.
Oh, she's still on the camera?
Yeah, she's still on the camera. She's just behind it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. Steve Peeden says, so Steve, when are you producing Biden motors? I don't even know what that is.
Well, never, because you can't get the product to produce a Biden motor.
Oh, are we not getting those imports from China right now?
No, not until he sells his soul again. So.
I'm just sad we don't have any Hunter Biden artwork in our background.
Would you not give $500,000 for that shit? I mean, nobody call you out for it if you bought it. Just saying.
I think what's really insulting is that there are many hardworking artists in the world,
and good ones,
who are talented, who produce amazing work that are undiscovered, and that it's not to rip that opportunity away from someone who truly deserves it.
Well, because you need to have a crackhead do it so he can have money because his dad's president. Can you imagine if that was Donald Trump Jr.? I
have already imagined that. I mean, I'm thinking to myself,
the biggest scandal ever in the history of the fucking world.
And it would be all over mainstream media about how Don Jr.'s paintings or whatever postcards are just a way to get in with the. I mean, can you even imagine how they would blow that stuff up? But now it's like, oh wow. He pulled the straw out of his nose, put it in his mouth, and started blowing paint instead of snorting coke. And it's a miracle. He's amazing.
Or mozzarella or whatever the fuck it was he was smoking.
I don't know, but he was apparently these are blown with a blown paint type of thing or something. I don't know. It's really
unbelievable.
But honestly, it uncovers the truth. It really uncovers the truth that we don't always like to acknowledge. I mean, I think the people who watch our show, the people who are friends of ours, the people who are in our circle, we all work really hard to get to where we are, and and where we want to go. We work hard to get to the racetrack on a weekly basis. We work hard to find out the best information and what we need,
or to get a person an engine when
we work really hard, and that's part of American Dream is to work hard work in the right way. With obviously you can work hard to picking up garbage in your backyard, but it's not going to get you anywhere. I mean, except for a clean yard. But working smart, working right, that we can be successful in America. That is the American dream. Now, what we've seen over the course of the last 20 or 30 years is that you don't have to necessarily have talent to end up behind the wheel of a race car in NASCAR.
Not now.
What you really need is a rich daddy. And this is yet another rich daddy situation, and yet no one calls it for what it is.
Right.
And that's what I find unfortunate, and I find it disgusting. I don't know that there's a solution for it. I really don't.
Well, I don't mind the rich daddy scenario so long as the kid actually does the work. And I mean, I'm not going to name names. I've got several customers of mine who have, I'm going to say, rich granddaddies or rich daddies. But you know what they do? The kid actually has to fucking learn how to do it.
Well, that I respect. I mean, having an opportunity. I think we all want to give our kids a better opportunity than what we had before us.
Well, that's like natural human deal,
Right. It's part of this. It's like the whole idea of generational, rising the ladder together, basically.
Well, I'm gonna give you an example. So, when I grew up racing in California, and I had a lot of success out there and everything else, but as an example, everybody always said, "Oh, you're successful because your dad's rich." No, my parents were never fucking rich. I mean, you know my parents.
Yeah.
There was no such thing as being even remotely close to rich.
People thought I was rich too because my dad had trophies.
What the thing was I worked my fucking ass off, and so did my brother, in conjunction with me, to do what we did and accomplished out there. Okay?
Yeah.
We did the same thing here, honestly, when we moved out here. But people think that automatically, oh, you own a business, you're rich. No, you're not fucking rich. You want to pay the taxes we pay?
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing some
Jesus
straw
Christ.
paintings, and maybe I can reach out to the White House and they can negotiate the deal with the art gallery for me.
Exactly.
That would be nice,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Well, $500,000, nobody has to report that they bought it from you.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, like that. Like that's legit. Like,
Yeah,
all that means is that you and I don't know who.
But you know what's
who
hilarious?
spent the money.
Let's take your Airbnb over there. Like,
Yeah.
literally, like right here.
Right.
And she did all the fucking artwork.
I did. I did most of it.
Can you sell it to yourself for $500,000 fucking dollars?
Ooh.
And write it off?
Huh. That's a good idea.
I mean, if it's good enough for the fucking president's dickhead kid, it's good enough for everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, I did do most of the artwork in there. I didn't even think
You
about
did.
the fact that I mean, I don't think of myself as an artist. It's just like, wow, I need artwork and I don't have time to get any. You can't get anything.
You
right
are
now.
kind of like a jack of all trades.
I'm kind of crafty and artsy.
You might be master of nothing. Jack of all trades.
I'm a master of some things.
Well, yeah, you are.
But yeah, I do like to. I have many interests, and that's what is.
Right.
I wish I could just stay in one lane and just roll with it, but I just can't. I can't do it. I get bored and have to do other things.
Well, it's kind of what I do too.
Yeah. So that's how I end up with selling race car parts and having a podcast and having, I don't know, how 14 YouTube channel. No, that's not really 14. It's like 7. And my LLC and Race Logic and Winning Motorsports Marketing. And that's how I end up having so many things and being spread out.
Yeah. And
did I forget
the
one?
Hickory Trade Show.
And the trade show. I know.
The one you need to
I
fucking tell everybody about.
I usually have to look at the list. So Steve made me the coolest thing because he does laser etching, and he took this giant saw blade, and he says, and on there is this giant phrase on there that says, "Others wish it could happen, I make it happen," and then it's got all my businesses listed or all my websites, and
the reason, I mean, we're like,
it's giant. It's like 36 inches, 30 inches wide, probably.
But I made that because it was true.
Yeah. Otherwise, others want it to happen or wish it could happen, but I make it happen.
Right.
And then it's got that. So, and it's orange because that's my favorite color. And so it was really sweet.
Weird, but anyways, yeah.
I know, Chevy orange. It's all over. I'm all about my.
And your
Chevy
dad's like a
orange
Ford guy. And
he's got lots of Chevys too.
He's got the one that's a fucking badass.
But he's got that 302 Boss that's orange. Oh yeah, rest my beating heart. I mean, my goodness. Yeah.
Yep.
He's got beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cars.
All right, are we done?
I think we're done. We are done. We're gonna wrap this up.
All right. I do want to say again, Buddy Smith.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Cheers.
Or rest in fun.
Yes.
Because Buddy ain't gonna be peaceful. He's gonna be fucking fun. And this is Buddy.
To Buddy. And I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for being part of the show. You can always feel free to share our show with other people, and you can check it out on RacingInsidersPodcast.com and leave us a review over on iTunes. We would really, really appreciate
preferably
that.
like a 5 or a 4.
5, yeah, 5-star review would be the best for sure. All right, well, thank you guys, and we will not be here next week.
What are you doing next week? Tell them what the fuck you're doing next week, which is why we won't be here.
It's Go Fest for Pokemon Go because it's my new thing that I'm playing. Pokemon Go. I'm gonna go catch Pokemon. I'm gonna go kill Pokemon next Sunday.
So, and where are you going to do this?
I'm going to Hickory, hang out with my family.
Where?
Hickory, North Carolina.
Brother?
Yeah.
Because Jimmy is a dork too.
He is.
Jesus Christ.
He is also a Pokemon Go hunter. He got me started. Right. He's my referral. All right.
So next week we won't be doing this shit because of Pokemon Go.
Yeah, well, because gotta pursue other things. So, but if you play Pokemon Go, then drop in a comment with your trainer ID, and you and I can become friends. I am Miss Take 2021. Like mistake, because it's such a mistake for me to get involved with video games because I get obsessed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's the reason we're not doing the show next week.
Yeah, but I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'll be back on Tuesday for Top 5 Tuesday on Crate Insider. And thank you all for being here.
Yep.
We'll see you again real soon. Bye.